everybody! In our last piano video, we talked about how most songs use 3 or 4 chords, the 1, 4, 5, and 6 chords. Now, that's useful theory information for anybody, even guitarists, but guitarists use this information differently. So this video is to help you guitarists learn how to apply that 4-chord knowledge in a useful way for your playing. So first, the theory. I know, Ms. Westby, I play guitar, I don't want to deal with music theory. Music theory is how music works. So here we go. So Western music is built on scales. A scale, simply put, is a sequence of notes. From scales, we build chords. And while we think of guitar chords as shapes or positions, they're actually made up of individual notes that are put together. So the chord shape just happens to be where those notes are located on the guitar. Most songs use the chords built on the 1st, 4th, 5th, and 6th notes of the scale. So in the key of C, those are the C, F, G, and A minor chords. How do we know which chord is which in those numbers, right? Like what's the 1 chord, which is the 4 chord? How do we figure it out? Start with the name of the key. That's going to be your first scale degree. A scale degree is a pitch on the scale, by the way. So for example, maybe we're in the key of G. Your first scale degree, your 1 chord, is G. Okay, then you're going to write out the letters of the musical alphabet until you get back to where you started. So sticking with our example of G, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It does help to know if you have any sharps or flats in the key, but if you're working from a chord sheet that's already done up, that doesn't matter quite as much. Okay, but once you've written out your letters in the scale, then you're going to make a note of the 1st, 4th, 5th, and 6th letters. Those are the names of your primary chords. So in the key of G, our 1 chord is built on the 1st scale degree, that's G. 4 chord built on the 4th scale degree, C. 5 chord built on the 5th scale degree is D. And the 6 chord is built on the 6th scale degree, so it's going to end up being E minor. All right, so now you know how to figure out which chord is which. If you missed some of that, go back and listen again. How do we use it? Let's say you know just a few basic chords on guitar. You probably know G, D, C, and E minor. Those are the 4 primary chords for the key of G. Miss Anna, my favorite songs aren't in the key of G. What am I supposed to do? Some handy-dandy websites will transpose the chord sheets for free, which allows you to change the key to G. But if not, you can use your 4-chord knowledge to be able to transpose on your own. Steps to transposing. Step number 1. Identify the original key. If it's not G, we're going to need to transpose it. So figure out what key it's in, then figure out what is your 1 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord, and 6 chord in that original key, so you can identify them on the chord sheet. Then replace the 1 chord with G, the 4 chord replaced with C, the 5 chord replaced with D, and the 6 chord replaced with E minor. Ta-da! Now you have the song in the key of G instead. If you want to be really fast at it, train yourself to think of chords as 1, 4, 5, and 6 instead of with their letter names. I mean, you still want to know the letter names, but to transpose quickly, you think in 1, 4, 5, 6, and you may be able to get to the point that you don't even have to write down the changes. You can just look at the chord sheet, note which chords are the 1, 4, 5, and 6, and just start playing in whatever key you want.